is trust and confidence in our leader, His Excellency Nyesom Ezebonwike, CON, GSSRS, following his appointment as Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in the Federal Capital Territory. We are gladdened by the President's public acknowledgement and commendation of exceptional performance of the Minister of the FCT, whom he described as the Master of Infrastructure. Now, having carefully reviewed the President's economic policy, which are targeted at repositioning our once moribund economy through his renewed hope agenda, and taking into account the massive rot and decadence he inherited on the 29th of May 2023, including our unenviable debt profile, the terrible inflationary figures occasioned by the printing of 22.7 trillion naira by the Central Bank of Nigeria through ways and means overdraft for the federal government between 2015 and 2023. Under former President Muhammadu Buhari and the near absence of critical infrastructure to support food production, we have come to the conclusion that President's economic plan is the surest way out of our economic, social, and economic morals. Further, our assessment is firm that the President's Renew Hope agenda is very much on track with already visible results and credible basis that offers greater improvement in the economic well-being of Nigerians if given the time necessary. Further still, we are convinced that the declining inflationary figures, the substantial reduction in our foreign debt profile, and an IMF-backed promising growth figure all bode well for the economy in the years ahead. We would also like to use this medium to thank Mr. President for the swift and necessary intervention in our dear River State, which action has set the process of peace in motion, even as we pray and hope to see a clear path to an enduring peace built on sincerity of purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, the crux of this press briefing is, one, to remind Nigerians that in 2023, we work assiduously under the leadership of Nyesom Ezebonwike for the election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and we were victorious in the assignment. Two, as members of the National Assembly from Rivers State, we declare unequivocally our unconditional resolve to work again for the re-election of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu come 2027. As legislators who are closest to our people, we shall begin the model of all mobilizations of our people to repeat in a greater measure what we did in 2023 in order to re-elect President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFRO, come 2027. Finally, we call on all Nigerians to support the consolidation of the Renew Hope agenda as the surest panacea for the prosperity and progress of Nigeria.
Oluwaseun,
yes.
What's today's date again?
Today is the 29th of April, 2025.
Are you sure it's 2025?
Yes.
Are you sure? Because it seems our calendar might not be correct. Because all these force in preparation for 2027. And, you know, it brings me to the question that we asked earlier again. I will link it to asking, what is ethical these days in Nigeria when you have members that are claiming to still belong to PDP openly campaigning, saying they are going to work? Okay, this is no anti-party, right?
I don't know what anti-party is.
I do not know the definition of anti-party again when it comes to Nigerian politics as well. Because now, you know, it also brings it back to...
what Wike is doing is what?
I don't know. Because it brings it back to the question that I say is the answer to all the questions that you asked again. You know, when it comes to politics in Nigeria, is it about the interest of the people or individual political ambition? Because I'm linking it back to what can be described as one of the strong cause of the crisis in PDP, which is the political ambition of Atiku Abubakar, which led to the G5 in question, which led to Nyesom Wike working for the candidacy of Bola Tinubu in the 2023 general elections that made his Rivers State House of Assembly members actually work for the opposition. So I go back to the question, when it comes to Nigerian politics, when it comes to the state of our nation, what is ethical? What does ethics even mean?
Okay, I mean, I hope that people can answer you. Akim Aliko says, our own politicians are not for us, but mainly on what to get for themselves. So we can call us. Let's take a few calls. 0706 949 3000, 0701 447 5770. Let's see if we can muster some comments from you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, this is Adekola calling from Saga.
Welcome.
You see, the problem with PDP rather, it is the inordinate ambition of a single personality that is causing the problem for the PDP. But to me, PDP is the useless opposition ever in the country. Because if we can recall, look at the day of APC as the opposition, still viral opposition. But this day, PDP are just useless opposition. And to actually get them in order, PDP needs to discipline all these errand members in order to just make them strong. We need a viral opposition. And to do that, it's only PDP that have the structure to do that. But the way they are playing it, they are the useless opposition ever.
You've used that word repeatedly.
It's okay,
As much as we
Don't use
respect
it
your
again.
opinion, please be
But
careful with the
it's
choice
all
of word.
Thank you. Let's see who's here. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Cassius.
Good morning, sir.
And I greet IBK
Good
in
morning.
the house. I'm Sunday Ademola.
Welcome, Sadimola.
Yeah, thank you. Number one is that, you see, PDP, their problem is that they lack leader. When we have APC, not even APC, when we have Tinubu and the National Congress, and it was Bola Tinubu that was providing leadership. But as far as PDP is today, they don't have leader. All of them are leader, and all of them are ambitious. They want to become president. That's their problem. Now, I want to say concerning this movement or whatever, what we should be expecting is revolution. Revolution will soon solve this issue. Because who do we want to vote for now? You are telling us that if you don't do well, we should vote you out. But now, all the political parties are aligned to your party. Where do we now go? You have left us with no choice, no alternative than go for solution. And I want to believe that let them continue. When they push us to the wall, I want to believe that revolution will solve this problem of Nigeria. Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you, Mr. Ademola. I love
We
the
appreciate
idea of Mr. Ademola saying that. I mean, if everybody gravitates towards the center, and then what choice do we have in election? It's just to enthrone someone. And I found it very, distressing when people say it's because you hate Tinubu. No. Tinubu became who he is today through the opposition system. He came out and he was a lone ranger at the second term of Tinubu, second term of Obasanjo. He stood by his own ideology. And so it is not about hating him. And I will not blame telling my opinion, I will not blame Tinubu for anybody defecting to APC.
Not.
I have no blame for him.
But when it comes to the political structure in Nigeria as well, can we talk about how centralized power itself is? Because if we're saying that people are defecting while in office to the ruling APC, why is there no, I don't want to say uproar, to the opposition when it comes to the coming election? Why is